What's up, guys? In my hand is a EMPI part number. What is it? 9532. Trans. Where the hell does it go? Trans strap kit. By rear means back of trans, which would be front of rear of motor, front of trans. Anywho, we're gonna try to snag this guy on today without yanking the engine out. So stay tuned. We'll throw it on. We're going to add this in. This is still working on our 64 Beetle we've been covering for the last couple episodes. But, yeah, let's try to get this thing in there. All right, we're under the car. We're going to try to snake this bad Oscar up and around and hook on. Like I said, we're going to try to do it without pulling the engine out. It can be done. You know how I know? It's because I'm going to do it. Also, EMPI kits. If you've ever used them, they don't come with instructions, so kind of wing it. Pretty self-explanatory. There's this doobly-doo. And two little other things that go beep, boop, and a strap goes around it. But, yeah, we'll throw this kit. We'll throw this kit on and see how it goes. Up. I don't know if you've been keeping track, but I figured I'd give you guys an update. The strappy-doo, kit, thing, what have you. Alright, guys. It's in. Had to remove the exhaust pipes either side. Exhaust pipes either side, forward muffler, you know, to access that. With that, then you could hook it right around over the trans, as you should be able to do. Have room. There's a little relief in there, so that's actually designed to sit there, believe it or not. I will try to punch her back and jiggle wiggle it, but it is designed to sit on that lug. Weird enough, I know. Same thing on this side. I gotta pull this tire off, it's in the way. All around, whoop, goes over these lugs, doink, doink, and then tighten it. Although, what's pain in the butt right now is that bolt. You can't really get a ratchet on it just because of the angle of the dangle. I might try to ease her on out a bit this way to maybe give me a gap to get a ratchet on there, because tell you what, I used to use wrenches all the time. Love a ratchet nowadays. Used to use wrenches all the time. Love a ratchet nowadays. So we might just kind of like, you know, we move it a little bit. Get something in there. But you guys might have been fine. Like I said, I'm just cutting in right now, just telling you where the hell I'm at. But we're in the home stretch. Doable with the engine in. Still like this method over pulling the exhaust and hook-de-doo and flippity-floppity it versus pulling the engine. Alright, button up the exhaust. It's on, all leak free, ran it, make sure she ain't taking or anything like that as far as exhaust leak. Last thing we got to do to hopefully wrap this car up, clutch tube, Bowden thing. The cable runs through, connects, and, you know, stops it. The one on here, the only reason I'm replacing this, few things. It has a shutter, common issue with Volkswagen shutters, or at least air-cooled shutters. That one looks a little worn. On the outside, the jacketing, it had a couple washers on it. It looks like someone's been fighting this jitter for a while. I think I stated maybe they did the clutch thinking it was the clutch and not this thing. So, like I said, we put the engine strap kit on. We're going to put this in, and that should eliminate this clutching issue. Like I said, it looks like it's something that's been fought for a while. It's a fight that my shop always intends to win. So, car's going to go out right. But let me swing you guys in and show you how to throw one of these doobly-doos in. Alright, I'm just going to show you what's going on. It's really hard to get the camera in here or an angle to see. But this is the fat hands. This is a tube. If you can see, it's starting to separate at the top. There were a bunch of washers in between the where it mounts into that thing. What you're trying to do with that, or what they were trying to do with that, I can only assume, is put more of a flex in here. You want about an inch of a bow, just so when the engine transmission rocks, it has slop. But all it is the cable, which is up there somewhere, runs through that tube and comes out of the frame, which is back there, or the tube. So let me throw a new one in and show you what it looks like. Like I said, it's a really tight space up here, and really hard to show you exactly what's going on. But I'll be back to you. All right, let me see if I show you what you guys got the old one out. Let me see if I can show you guys what I was talking about. If you saw, kind of, this thing comes out in frame, cable goes through, whoop, and then hooks into the transmission where the cable goes out, connects to your linkagey thing. Well, the big thing with this thing, and like I said, there's a bunch of washers on it. The flex is still Flex is still good. I consider it. But it's up here, right at this top. It's broken separated. And the plastic inside, you really wouldn't be able to tell, but there's a jacket inside. It's also cut. So when the trans goes through any kind of flexies, right at this point is, I don't know, exacerbated, made more, worse. It doesn't let the actual cable engage the arm like smoothly or linearly as you'd want it. It's not a fluid movement. You basically, when the engine torques, you get the jitter out of it, and then this starts going nuts. Well, this is a theory anyway. I'll let you know if it pays off. But we're going to slam the new guy in, which is new. I do like to put a little bit of grease on that cable. Helps with wear and so on and so forth. So I'll re-grease the cable. A good thing I did see grease on that in the tube there. It's fresher. Like I said, it looks like it's been fought. But we'll slam this guy in. Let me grease it up, slam this guy in, and be back to you. Again, also the other thing when greasing this cable, you're also inspecting it to see if, just a little bit, you don't need a ton. Little segue. The grease I love to use on pretty much everything. It's made by Lucas. It's their, irregular maintenance grease, or there's a little blip on it that says irregular maintenance. So I feel this isn't a maintenance item that really gets looked at, so irregular it is. But anywho, when you're doing this, you're doing one of two things. One, you're just making sure that, it's going to slide on there. Two, when you run your hands up and down, you'll feel if you have any, like a broke cable or a broke strand in the cable. You basically can check the health and condition of the cable. But with that said, let me throw this new one in and get the wheels on, get it back on the ground. I'll let you know how it goes or how it feels. Yeah. All right, this is going to be a little hard to video. I'm just going to go back and forth. I'll get on the road later. It's kind of crappy out here in Louisville. So just fire it up, run it backwards, because if you remember, if you've been following this little mini-series, I guess if you want to call it, the worst shutter was in reverse, more torque. So we'll follow up, we'll go backwards. Hopefully you don't hear a shutter via my mic or see it via the engine. So here's hoping. And hopefully it starts, because it's in here for service. Might as well start, Reset the choke, turn the key. Perfect. We got clutch. We got gears, reverse. Oh, she's like butter. Idle's good. We consider this one. Had a little shutter. Not considered what I would consider due to anything I just did. Being I'm in the shop and only have about a 60-foot run, don't want to really crash into the next wall by actually revving her up where she needs to be. So my equalization was a little off. We're going to chuck it up to that. The last pull, if you will, completely flawless. Reverse, completely fine. So, good news. Get to call this guy. Hopefully, get it out of the shop, and he's going to be able to enjoy it, and I won't hear from him again until something else breaks, which is, what I strive for. Thing I like to say is, I want to fix your car, and I never want to hear from you again. And it's not for the fact that I never want to hear from you again because of, I'm, lack of better terms, screwing you over. It's more or less the fact that I want you to be able to take the car enjoy it for however long, and then when something inevitably goes wrong on one of these old cars, give me a shout. I'll take care of you like I did the first time. But with that said, thanks for watching. Give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment, do what you want. Share. Don't care. You guys have a good one, and see you next time.